Next, theorem number 2. Let C be a connected oriented plane curve, and let beta is from I to C be a unit speed global parameterization of C. Then beta is either one-to-one or periodic. Moreover, beta is periodic if and only if C is compact. So here given C be a connected oriented plane curve and beta we have unit speed global parameterization of this C. Then first beta is either one-to-one or periodic. Okay, first we want to show this. So if beta is 1-1, then there is nothing to prove. Okay, so suppose beta is not 1-1, then there exists t1 t2 in I with the t1 not equal to 0, such that beta of t1 equal to beta of t2. We assume beta is not 1-1. If beta is 1-1, then here we want to show if beta is either 1-to-1 or periodic. If beta is 1-1, then there is nothing to prove. So if beta is not 1-1, then we want to show that beta is periodic. Okay, so we assume beta is not 1-1, then we have this condition beta of t1 equal to beta of t2 for some t1 t2 in I with t1 not equal to t2. Okay, now we take tau equal to, let tau equal to t2 minus t1. Okay, now we want to show beta is periodic. That means we claim that beta of t plus tau equal to beta of t. This is for all t comma t plus tau in I. This is our claim. Okay, now let n be the orientation on C, and let x be the unit tangent vector field on C. Okay, let x be the unit tangent vector field on C constructed as in the previous chapter. That means which is obtained by rotating this n through minus pi by 2 radian. Okay, and let alpha be the maximal integral curve of x. Okay, with alpha of 0 equal to beta of t1, which is equal to beta of t2. We have here our assumption is beta of t1 equal to beta of t2. So alpha of 0 equal to beta of t1, which is equal to beta of t2. Then since beta is also an integral curve of x, okay, here given beta is global parameterization, so beta is also an integral curve, and therefore by the uniqueness of integral curve we have beta of t equal to alpha of t minus t1. Okay, beta of t equal to alpha of t minus t1. Now why? Because if we define, we can easily verify this part. That is, if we take beta tilde, okay, as beta tilde of t equal to beta of t plus t1, then what is beta tilde dot, which is equal to this beta dot of t plus t1. Okay, so this means this is x of beta of t plus t1. Okay, that means x of beta of t plus t1 means beta tilde of t. So beta tilde of t. Okay, and beta tilde of 0, beta tilde of 0, what is beta tilde of 0? This is equal to beta of t1. We put t equal to 0 here, so we have beta of t1. Okay, therefore by the uniqueness we have beta tilde of t equal to alpha of t. Okay, so what is beta tilde? Beta tilde is beta of t plus t1. This is equal to alpha of t. Okay, then what is beta of t? Beta of t plus t1 equal to alpha of t, then beta of t equal to alpha of t minus t1. Okay, that's why beta of t equal to this one, alpha of t minus t1. Okay, similarly we can show that beta of t equal to alpha of t minus t2. Okay, now we have beta of t equal to alpha of t minus t1. Okay, so we set this as this is equal to alpha of t minus t1. So this is alpha of t plus t2 minus t1 minus t2. We add and subtract t2. Then what is t1 t plus t2? Oh, sorry, t2 minus t1. T2 minus t1 is, we take here, this is t2 minus t1 equal to tau. We substitute t2 minus t1 here, then we will get this is equal to alpha of, okay, t plus tau minus t2. Okay, alpha of t plus tau minus t2, we have here this alpha of t minus t2 equal to beta of t. So alpha of t plus tau minus t2 means this is equal to beta of t plus tau. Okay, so this is beta of, that's why beta of t plus tau for all t such that both t and t plus tau in I. Okay, so this shows that means beta of t equal to beta of t equal to beta of t plus tau. So this was our claim. Okay, this one. So beta is periodic. Okay, now suppose beta is periodic. Now the second part, that is, moreover beta is periodic if and only if C is compact. Okay, so if beta is periodic, then there exists say t naught in I, okay, and tau greater than 0, such that beta of t naught, which is equal to beta of t naught plus tau. Okay, now we are restricting beta from this closed interval t naught plus tau to C. Okay, that means beta is from closed interval t naught plus tau to C. Okay, now what is this closed interval t naught plus tau is compact, and this beta is continuous. So continuous image of compacts, so which, and therefore C is compact. Okay, now if beta is not periodic, on the other hand, if beta is not periodic, then beta must be 1 to 1. Okay, so consider the function beta inverse. It is from C to R. It is also continuous on C, but yet attains no maximum value. But beta inverse does not attain the maximum value. So this implies C is not compact. Okay, so then you read this part. Okay, here we note that if tau is the periodic if tau is the period of beta, then any subset of the domain of beta of the form t naught plus uh, this one t naught plus tau, which is called the fundamental domain of beta. Okay, now since the length of beta is same as the length of alpha, ഇത് ഓൾറെഡി നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ കണ്ടതാണ്, വേർ ആൽഫ ഈസ് എനി റീപരാമീറ്ററൈസേഷൻ ഓഫ് ബീറ്റ. Okay, so that means let C be a connected oriented plane curve, then the length of C is defined by L of C, which is equal to L of alpha, which is equal to integral A to B norm alpha dot of alpha dot of t dt, where alpha is from I to C, is any one-to-one global parameterization of C, and A and B are the endpoints of I. Okay, now let's consider this example. Let C denote the circle x1 minus a whole square plus x2 minus b whole square, which is equal to r square, oriented by its outward normal. Okay, then alpha is from I to C, defined by alpha of t equal to a plus r cos 2t b minus r sin 2t, is a global parameterization of C. Okay, since alpha is periodic with period pi, here it is clear that alpha is periodic with period pi, so the restriction of alpha to the interval, this interval closed open 0 pi, is a one-to-one global parameterization of C, and hence L of C, which is equal to integral 0 to pi norm alpha dot of t dt. This is equal to this one, integral 0 to pi norm of alpha is this one, a plus r cos 2t b minus r sin 2t, so alpha dot of norm alpha dot of t, this one, so this is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, this we will get integral 0 to pi root 4r square. Okay, so that means integral 0 to pi to 2r dt, so this is equal to 2 pi r. Okay.